Yeah, so this past week I've been kind of focused between two priorities. One is um, getting some capital into the business, and that's a whole thing. Um, Maybe I'll circle back on that um, on a video in the future. But the second thing that I'm looking at these days is really trying to build out a system, a set of processes, really to build more social media content. And uh, the I watched a lot of videos. I always watch a lot of videos on how people are doing it. Keep up to date with best practices continuously in this space. But what I want to do is be able to have a place where I have a bunch of ideas that I can pull from every day, schedule out what I can, figure out content wise if there's like a multi-week, multi-month kind of arc to something, and stay consistent with it over some time, as well as keep it balanced in terms of which products get featured at which times, and I don't like overweight one versus another too much. Um, lots of things like that to keep in mind when I'm thinking about a strategy of content. And then when it actually gets time to execute on a piece of content, I'm looking for um, actual scripts, words to say, how to record it, what kind of, do I get UGC or do I do it sort of myself? Um, can I do AI for some of the assets, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of like high level strategy stuff, and then down to the nitty gritty, like how do you actually record it and edit and publish. And I want to share this one that I found today, which is a cool site of transition. It's transitionalhooks.com, and it has a very long list of pages of videos that can act as like the introduction hook for a piece of short form video content, and that's often is just a fun way to come up with something uh, that is is or isn't commercial. Could be just funny, but you have something like this one as an example use case of that. You transition into sort of you giving your pitch in the piece of content, and um, like you look at an example and you could just like go and copy it almost exactly. Try and record yourself with that slip and fall transition to a piece of content that you record, and then into your pitch, for a call to action or a joke. It doesn't matter. But um, a lot of these things are just good pieces of like uh, content to get people to watch your video. And like some of these ones where it's the same guys. Yeah, transition right into your store, right? And then the product. Um, so yeah, it's fun pieces of content to create, and you just have to like copy, you know, copy what other people are doing with these intro hooks. And um, so if you're out of ideas, this is kind of a fun way to create a video that's pretty simple. Um, and what are some other things I've been doing? So one of the other things I got is I want to do Instagram stories, and I want to do them like two a day, and getting two ideas a day for an Instagram story. Um, if you're staring at a blank page, can be not so easy. So one of the things I did for that is I used ChatGPT, and let me pull it up here. Weekly. So the ChatGPT has a new tasks feature, and and I said every at 8 a.m. every Monday generate a weekly Instagram stories calendar in a table format featuring two daily stories for every 7 days. One story should be focused on creating up personal connections with the followers, and the other is slightly promoting the product. And then I give it some info about the product and the audience, and then it schedules that out. And then on Monday at 8 a.m., I got this, a table with with 7 days and two ideas per day. And this is may or may not be like the best sort of piece of content. Share a relaxing morning routine. Okay, so like that might be fine. You just like figure out how to do that. If you're looking for more content, I said like give me a quick script for this one, and it gave me a quick script. So I recorded that one this morning and posted it as a short story there on Instagram. It's the thing about stories is like they don't have to be perfect. They can be quick and dirty. They're only up there for 24 hours and then they disappear. So um, you don't have to feel like they need to be super polished, because they shouldn't be really. Nobody can afford to have a highly polished piece of content that sits there for just 24 hours. So um, that's kind of the expectation, is quick and dirty. Record something and then uh, do that. So those are two of my social media content generation strategies that I've got so far. I'll probably get to a few others in the future, but um, that is how that works. And that will probably be the base of, more to come. But, building these things out where you have resources to pull and ideas coming at you as opposed to blank sheets uh, is extremely helpful when you're trying to think about what kind of content to do. Um, that's it for today. See you guys tomorrow.